Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I want to talk microphones, and a few months ago I did a video on the Comica Boom X-D2. It's a 2 transmitter, 1 receiver system, and I like and use that system when I have a need to record 2 people at once, but most of the time I end up using my Rode Wireless Go for videos like this. However, lately I was approached by Hollyland and they asked if I would be interested in reviewing their new unit, the Hollyland Lark 150, and I love me some wireless microphones, so let's get into it and see what this thing's capable of, see how it fits between the Comica Boom X-D2 and the Rode Wireless Go, and if this system might be something that you'd be interested in. Okay, so what do you get in the box with the Hollyland Lark 150? Let's open it up and take a look. So you get a little cardboard container of accessories. Most importantly though, you get the actual charging case, your transmitter, your 2 receivers, your 2 windscreen pop filters, and in the accessory case you get 2 lavalier mics with extra toppers, USB-C to USB-A cable, and a lovely carrying case. Alright, so let's go over the features of the Lark 150. Open this sucker up. You see here in the case we've got our 2 transmitters and our 1 receiver. And if I pull these items out, it will instantly activate. Now the receiver itself allows you to switch between 3 different modes. You've got your mono mode. If you hold this down for 3 seconds, you go into safety track mode, where is your second track is recorded at 6 dBs lower than your main track, giving you a good possibility of recovering a recording if you have, say, excessive noise on one that you didn't anticipate, a pop or something. So that's a very handy feature. And if you click and hold this again for 3 seconds, you go into stereo mode. And if I click back, go back in mono mode. Now each receiver or each transmitter has its own mute button on it. So you can mute at the source, plus you can also mute on the receiver as well. So mutes from both the transmitter and the receiver. That's a nice feature. And there's a clip on the receiver that will allow you to slide this into a cold shoe mount, which is another nice feature. This unit is rated for 5 milliseconds of latency, or better than 5 milliseconds of latency when used at its maximum distance of 328 feet. Apart from that, you get a windscreen. Now, the windscreens that you get with these are much better than the windscreens you get with the Rode Wireless Go, which have these 2 little prongs that clip in that are always falling off, which I really can't stand. But you get a little plug here that plugs into the lavalier mic container or input and snatches snugly and securely on top of the transmitter. So that's not going anywhere, and that's a really nice feature. I like that. What else? Another feature is you get a line out on the receiver, of course, plus you also get a phone. So if your DSLR does not have a monitoring jack for headphones, you can monitor the signal as it comes into the receiver. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that the signal coming out of the receiver into the camera itself would be safe, but you're doing half the battle here by monitoring the signal and making sure that you're not getting any excessive pops or anything as it hits the receiver. So it's better than nothing if you don't have a headphone jack on your camera. So that's a nice feature as well. So the Hollyland Lark 150 is rated for 4.5 hours of use for the transmitters and 7.5 hours of use for the receiver. Now the case itself, when it's fully charged, can charge the transmitters and the receiver about 2.5 times. And that takes about an hour and a half for the transmitters and 2 hours for the receiver. So you could conceivably have all your components in your case charged up, take this out in the field, use it for about 4 hours, put the transmitters and the receivers back in the charging case, charge it for about an hour or so while you eat lunch, and then resume work and get another 4 hours or so out of this. So a full 8 hours in an 8-hour day. That's pretty impressive. This thing would allow you to work all day if you're using this for your audio. So definitely put this into the win category for battery life. This is far exceeding any of the others that I currently use, and I'd be pretty happy with this in the field. The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The third rule of Fight Club, someone yells stop, goes limp, taps out. The fight is over. Fourth rule, only 2 guys to a fight. Fifth rule, 1 fight at a time, fellas. Sixth rule, no shirts, no shoes. Seventh rule, fights will go on as long as they need to. And the eighth and final rule, if this is your first night at Fight Club, you have to fight. This area, it should be able to have about 5 milliseconds of latency. So I'm going to continue now heading forward. So now I'm crossing the field goal, so I'm about 100 yards. And as I walk back, we'll see how this sounds. So checking the audio. The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. So now I'm about the 50-yard line, so I guess it's like 150 feet about, coming right up on that. And the first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. Beautiful Saturday morning here in Grayson, Georgia. So I'm now about 30 yards, according to that. I don't know if that's accurate or not. This is a smaller football field. Okay. That's a distance check. Get it back in the computer, see how it did. All right, so to sum up, what do I think of the Hollyland Lark 150 2 transmitter, 1 receiver wireless microphone system? I think it is the best system you can get for under $400. Sound quality is right up there with the Rode Wireless Go. The feature set is something that is unmatched at its price point or any other price point. I don't think I've seen any other wireless microphone system employ a charging case like this. So this is definitely unique, and it's really, really easy to use and super intuitive. And just really, this charging case makes it so easy to keep everything all charged, all paired, and ready to go right out the box. That's what I think. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and if you like this video, please click the thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button and the bell icon to get notifications when new videos appear. That's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next one.